Yo, what is up, all gamers out there? The name is Tekken Heat, bringing you guys another Call of Duty Advanced Warfare gameplay commentary on the topic of Black Ops 3. And this is actually going to be a two-part episode where I first discuss on why I believe Black Ops 3 will flop and will actually be a disappointment to the Call of Duty franchise. And then my next episode will actually be on why I think it will be a success and why I think a lot of people will actually enjoy the game. And I think this is actually going to be a pretty interesting, topic to do because a lot of times you'll hear people just say, just discuss on like one point of view on either why they think it's just going to straight up suck or why it's going to be straight up good. But what people don't realize is that not every game is perfect. Not every game is straight up bad, and not every game is straight up good. There are always people who love it, and there are always people who hate it. But then there's that in between, and that's what I'm here to do. So, getting off that, why do I think Black Ops 3 will be bad? And this is mainly focused on the multiplayer. Now, since we don't have much detail on everything, a lot of stuff I'm saying is just straight up thought. And so far from what we've seen, the game looks pretty good, but there are some things that really worry me, and one of the things has to deal with the specialist. Now, I know the specialist is a pretty interesting turn Trek is actually taking, and the reason why they're taking this is because it was even said that Vondahar actually enjoyed the game Destiny, which is what inspired him to do this. And it can even be seen because from the specialist characters that we know of so far, they share the same traits as the ones in Destiny do. And this is the thing that worries me because already people are annoyed of these exo movements and exo light movements, even though they changed it a little bit to the exo thrust and where it's like a slight limited time. It's still something that many people are going to be annoyed of because of its, you know, it starts throwing in some chaos in it, and that's something that a lot of people do not like. That's one of the reasons why Advanced Warfare is doing so poorly now in the eyes of the people, is because of these exo movements. And with Treyarch taking that similar route, although now it's thrust jumping and thrust movements, it's still something that doesn't look too good to a lot of people. But the specialist is what worries me. And the reason for that is because I play Destiny a lot. Even now, I play it way more than I do Advanced Warfare. But the thing that really irritates me are the different characters' supers. And here are some of the supers that are in Destiny that we're about to see in Advanced Warfare. For one, Gunslinger. Now, in Destiny, it's known as the Gunslinger, and what this is pretty much your character as the hunter is able to wield a three-shot pistol. Well, revolver. You only have three bullets in it, but each bullet is a guaranteed one-shot kill. And I do like the fact that they did balance it out to be three bullets, but it can be kind of scary and annoying to see somebody with this weapon knowing that this person can easily kill you the moment he sees you. It's like a slight flinch, boom, you're dead, and you can't do anything about it. It's pretty much like the sniper rifles in Call of Duty, where a lot of people hate that one shot, one kill kind of weapon that, in their eyes, takes no skill. And like this gunslinger, it's pretty much similar. And we're actually seeing this in Black Ops 3, but instead of three bullets, it's now six, a full revolver mag. So because of this, this is gonna have me a little worried because people already hate the sniper, but now that we're having a weapon, a super weapon that pretty much has that same ability, a lot of people are going to be pissed off about it, especially since you can, from what I believe, you can kind of spray this. So if you go into a room of hardpoint or domination, you can easily wipe out the entire team just with this super, and that's going to really piss people off. Another thing is in Destiny, The Titan has a super where you can do a Titan slam, and this slam has a ridiculous blast radius to where you are not safe anywhere around this thing. You cannot jump high enough to live. You cannot be within, I'm gonna just say an exaggeration, like 5 yards. 5 yards, you're gonna die. So with this thing coming into Black Ops 3, a lot of people are going to be annoyed of it because a lot of people are already annoyed of it in Destiny, and that's why a lot of people really hate the Titans in their multiplayer version because, sorry, but because of how annoying and how irritating and how no skilled it is, and it's just so frustrating. It frustrates me every time this happens to me, and knowing that this is going to return in Black Ops 3, it really has me concerned. Now, those are the two main ones that we see, at least so far that we know of. But there are other kind of supers that we see in Destiny, such as the Blade Dancer, which is a one shot, which is pretty much a one hit melee, which I can see happening. There's also a super where the Warlock can resurrect himself, a Last Stand. That I can possibly see that returning since Last Stand and Final Stand have been in the game previously. And there's another one that's kind of like a Titan shield, which I can't really see happening because I think now that's just going overboard. But who knows? They might do something a little similar. Now, for the other supers that we do know of that are actually in the game, is one of the specialists, which is a robot, has this kind of glitching ability where he can pretty much rewind himself to go from one point back to where he was about 3 seconds ago. And this might be kind of irritating for the simple reason that, like, now your position's already been given away. He can easily prepare for it, even though he still has the same amount of damage that he started off with. It's just something that's just too irritating, and I feel it's going to be overused, and it's going to get people really mad. Now, something else that I kind of worry about is all the verticality that's going into the game. We already have the thrust boosters. All right, a lot of people are already hating that because it's somewhat similar to exo movement. Then we have wall running, which is like Titanfall, and that adds in more chaos to the game. With these two things being added into something as fast-paced as COD, a lot of people are going to get so irritated because it's now just catering. It seems like from the past couple CODs, everything has been catering more to the rushers more so than any other playstyle. In Call of Duty Ghost, the kill time was extremely fast to where if you just keep on rushing people, you can get your kills straight up easily. If you camp it out, people will snap onto you a lot fast. Well, people can snap onto you faster because of also lag comp and stuff. And you wouldn't be ready for these gunfights, and before you know it, you're already dead. In Advanced Warfare, obviously the exo movements really catered to the rushers and really made it impossible for you to actually camp because of how many areas people can be coming from. And now seeing how in Black Ops 3, how we have wall running and the thrust boosters, it's like, dude, what's the point in trying to play things tactically? Now you're really just in a way promoting rushing to the highest extent. So a lot of people are actually going to be mad about that because not everyone's a rusher and not everyone likes the rushers. On the other hand, I love to rush, but I do understand where other people are coming from. So I really did wish that they kind of died it down a little on all this movement and they kind of made it more balanced, like Black Ops 2 or any other CODs beforehand, because they actually didn't have all this craziness. So that's just my quick little, well, I wouldn't say quick, but that's just my little talk about why I think Black Ops 2 is going to flop. It's mainly due to the thrust movements, either the wall run or the thrust boosting jumps, whatever you want to call it. And then also the specialist, which a lot of people are not going to be used to because a lot of people haven't played Destiny or any other multiplayer games that actually have these, separate character classes, and the abilities that they can do is something that also worries me because seeing how Vandahar was inspired by Destiny when they did theirs, knowing what kind of supers are available in Destiny and seeing how a couple of them have already been implemented into the game, it really does worry me because there might be even more stuff that are going to come into the game. Like if they put in like they already have the Titan Slam, which is straight up going to irritate me already. I can already call it. Then they also have the Warlock Nova Bomb, where you're pretty much shooting out pretty much a Nova Bomb, and it could just land at a long distance. You could customize it to where it can go straight cross map. There could be one where you could just arc it. There could be one where you could split it into three. If they do stuff like that, oh my gosh, bro. Black Ops 3 is not gonna be a good game at all. Because in Destiny, it really does irritate me to die by these things in multiplayer. And knowing the COD community, they're gonna be irritated as well. So we'll see what happens. Hopefully, come E3, if they announce the multiplayer at that time, hopefully things won't be as bad. But for now, it's just hard to tell. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Until next time, this has been your boy taking heat, and I'm out. Peace.